Hi, I'm Bart Hanson. I'm the owner and operator of CrushLivePoker.com. The following hand comes from our call-in show that we record at 4:45 p.m. Pacific Time every Monday. If you want to call in your hand, check out the phone number in the description.
I believe I had, King 9 of diamonds in the cutoff, 300 effective.
Okay.
The main villain in this hand, I'm sure you've got the notes already up, but she's an Asian lady, kind of loose. She does tend to slow play monsters. So just a little bit of background. There's 3 limps to me. I make it 15. Button calls. She calls in the small blind.
Okay, hold on one second. Hold on, because I don't know if you can talk a little bit louder or talk into the mic because you're really quiet. But I gotta transcribe this because it's hard to hear. So you say there are 2 limps, right? Limp, and you're in the cutoff with King 9 of diamonds. Is that right?
Yeah, there's 3 limps to me, and I'm in the cutoff with King 9 of diamonds. That's right.
So 3 limps to you. So
yes.
I don't think I would raise here to 15. First of all, what's the open sizing here in your game at 1-2? Like, what do people open to without limps?
Oh my god, dude! Without limps it's 7, but with limps it's the same. They're not really changing their raise sizes at all, and there's really no raising pre-flop. The table's pretty passive. I've been able to raise pre and take it down with less than speculative hands. So.
Yeah, but I would probably over limp here. I mean, I tend to go back to default to once there's 2 limps, I'm usually not raising for value as an isolation, except with my opening early position hands, which is 8s or 9s plus, ace jack and king queen plus. I think this is a great spot to over limp.
Okay.
Unless people are just always folding, I guess, and you just look at it like dead money, or you expect to get it heads up, but it wouldn't seem that way.
I mean, in the moment, I just thought that. And I agree, two limps is the cutoff for me. Usually I'm a little bit tighter after 2 limps in front. But, I guess I was, in the moment, I was just thinking that I could just, take it down most of the time, and if not, then I can narrow the field a little bit.
So the button calls to your left, and then does everyone call, too?
No, just the button and the Asian lady in the button, Asian lady in the small blind, and the hijack. So we're actually going... Yeah, 3 ways.
All right. So one of the limpers calls, and the main primary villain in the small blind calls. All right.
Yep, that's right.
So the pot's 60, something like that.
Correct. Yep.
Okay. All right. Let's go to the flop.
Flop is Jack of diamonds, 6 of diamonds, 10 of hearts.
Okay, so you flop a flush draw and a gutter to a queen.
Right. So
King 9 of diamonds. Yeah.
Decent flop.
Yep.
Asian lady bets 20.
So small blind donks 20.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys are 300 effective, right? You both started around 300, right?
That's right. Yep.
Okay. Yep.
I believe the hijack folds, and I call, and the button folds behind me. And then I just let them know here. Normally I would raise, but this multi-way, I don't know if, maybe I can get your opinion on this. I don't know if that's a good idea. And also, too, given the villain, she's probably not going to be folding if she hits this flop. And because it's a bluff, I don't want her to be calling me so wide. So,
well, you've got the button behind you, and you're in the cutoff, and she donks, and the hijack folds. I would raise here a lot. You want to gain position over the button. You don't want to play this hand in the middle, and she's not going to be strong. And it doesn't even matter, even if she doesn't fold a jack, you've got so much equity here. And it sounds to me like this could be Jack 7 as a pro bet that might fold. But primarily too, like I said, I actually think it's a slam dunk raise, and it's because a big part of it is because of the fact that you don't have position, but now you can just gain yourself position. Now, if you were closing the action, maybe sometimes call, sometimes raise. I would still lean towards raising, but you call, and the button folds.
I do call button folds.
Okay.
And I agree. Yeah, just thinking in the moment, I was like, oh well, do I she's probably not going to be folding if she hits, because she is really loose, but that's a good point. I want to get position on the button, so I'll keep that in mind. So I end up calling, and it goes heads up to the turn.
Yep.
Turn is 7 of diamonds, and I do have the pot size there, but my math is off.
It's 100.
I noticed now. So yeah,
okay.
I put 85 in my notes, so my math is off.
Yeah.
Now she bets 40, and I raise it up to 125.
Okay. I mean, that's surprising that she's continuing to bet on a diamond.
Hmm.
Um, I guess she can have some nut flush draws that, but whatever. I mean, I'm never folding, so I think it's fine. Yeah, I would definitely raise too.
Yeah. Do you
Fine,
think the sizing is fine too, or
fine.
maybe a little bit bigger?
Well, I mean, she bets 40, you make it 120. I mean, let's see here. If she makes the call, the pot will be 350, and she'll have about 150 left. Yeah, no, I think it's fine. I might go a
Okay.
hair smaller. I might go like 110, but with these
Okay.
stack sizes, yeah, I just don't want to scare her out of the pot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was my thing too.
Yeah.
That was my thing too. And also too, like just because of the her history, like I'm just like, she's slow playing monsters, like she's betting this big, like, I don't want to make it an all in and then she's like, oh no, I'm out of there. Even though like calling a brace to 125 with like less than, top of the range holdings right here is probably not a good idea anyway, but she might not even be taking that into consideration.
Yeah.
Um so the river comes
So she calls.
yeah, she does call, yes, yes.
Okay, so
Um
call. So now the pot is 350, and she has like 150 left. So I think it's fine. Yeah.
mhm.
Yep.
The river comes at 10, which I initially am thinking like, dude, this is a shitty card for me. Like a
10
terrible.
X. Okay, so just like a 10.
Yeah, it was like a 10 of spades, I
Uh
think.
huh. Uh huh.
So pairs the board, and now she like open shoves pretty quickly. I mean, like almost instantaneously.
For 150 into 350.
Yeah, yeah. And I know
I
like
just can't make hero folds at this level, though, man. I mean, listen. Actually, you know what? I can tell you, like, there are certain players that if you play like a lot of 1-2 or whatever, at whatever size, whatever level you're going to play at, that I can get on board with
yeah,
being like, no, I know this guy has it. Like, this is just going to be a fold. I can get on board with
right.
that. But I'm saying if you're looking at this, like, for me in a vacuum, if I didn't know the players, I just, even though it sort of looks like a full house, I'm getting a price I would call. So I'd have to know the person really, really well to fold. There's just too much button clicking at 1-2. You're not going to make, like, she's betting 150 all in into 350, which means the pot's 500, 150 for you to call. You only have to be good here 1 out of 4 times. So you got to
Right.
be
And that
really fucking certain that she's got a full
exactly.
house here if you fold. You know what I mean?
And that was my thinking. I'm just like, man, like the price. Even like without taking into consideration like pot odds and stuff, I was thinking, well, realistically, she's not playing jacks like this. I was like, tens would probably get the money in on the turn. Um, and then I have or what was it? I'm sorry. Yeah, I was just like, I mean, unless it's like sixes or sevens, like I was like, I don't think she has jacks. Really unlikely she has tens. Um, but it was just in the moment, I was just like, I just don't think it really makes much sense. But yeah, like to your point, the price is just way too good.
So you called or
So
what?
I do, yeah. Obviously,
Yeah.
I call. I'm not going to fold. She shows ace 10 with 10 of diamonds.
So you win.
I do, yeah. But I
Yeah.
was just like in shock because I'm like, I don't know. I mean, it's true what you're saying. Like she was button clicking, obviously, but in the moment, I'm just like, what the hell is she doing? Like, I raised turn and then like you're gonna shove into me on the rib. Like
Yeah, it's really
that's just
it's very, very strange. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
It's really strange. I mean, the funny thing here is that if you had 8-9, right, and you played it this way, let's say you like raised with 8-9 suited, like you had 8-9 of clubs, right,
Mm-hmm.
and you called the flop, I would probably raise the turn, even though the flush comes and she still bets because I don't believe she has a flush. So we have the nuts now, right? That's not a flush.
Right.
And
Mm-hmm.
then she might actually get me off of the hand on the river. But because we didn't beat a flush anyways. So that's the
Right.
difference between like having a flush here and having like a straight, right? Because we don't beat
Correct.
we don't beat a flush with 8-9. So you fold 8-9, but here you call with a flush.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm talking about. It's just random button clicking. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
I don't like in the moment. Like I looked at her hand and I was expecting like maybe like a flush over flush combo, which I'm really happy I didn't have like the queen of diamonds. You know what I mean? So I
Yeah.
was like, that like would make sense. But then when she shows and I see the diamond and I saw like an ace and the diamond with a 10, I was like, oh my god, she's got it. But then I was like, oh wait, no, that's like an ace of clubs. So I was just like really in shock that she just like open shoves on this river. I was like, I don't know.
Well, I
It
mean,
was
like
weird.
we got a comment. Nelson R says she's looking at her own hand and only focused on that. Yes, of course, most likely. I mean, that's low stakes players. They're not thinking about what we're thinking about if we're trying to think about the game. Thanks for the call. Hey guys, if you like what you've seen here, please click on the subscribe button and you'll get notified every time we put up a new video. And if you want to check out crushlivepoker.com for the first month free, use the code YTA200. Click on the link right there.